we're only going to ask the question. And if your response is to shout at us slogans dumber than the slogans we used to call Soviet and mock, that's not really an answer. Long-standing feature, maybe the longest-standing feature of Cold War propaganda in the West was the Soviet grocery store. No products, no choices, shoddily made things. And it wasn't actually propaganda, it was real. And you can look up the pictures on the internet if you want. So we thought it would be interesting to take a look at a contemporary, modern day, 2024 Russian grocery store 2 years into sanctions. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Dude, here's a fucking YouTuber you can assassinate. Like, what do you mean? Putin's out here worried about Navalny. How about you fucking clear this up a little bit, you know? This guy, he's right there.
So I guess you put in 10 rubles here and you get it back when you put the cart back.
I'm actually genuinely shocked that he had not seen this ever in his life. Like, the idea that this is like a new phenomena for him is so wild. Like, what the fuck?
So it's free, but there's an incentive to return it and not just bring it to your homeless encampment. Okay, this is the grocery cart escalator. This is designed, I'm figuring this out now, where the wheels don't move, they lock on the grocery cart escalator. Look, Ma, no hands. Retail placement here is a little bit different. So it's like walking through Macy's to get to Whole Foods. Okay, we've gotten through the perfume section to get to the grocery store. So we're gonna try and buy what a family of four would buy every week, and we're gonna see what the selection is, and we're gonna see what it costs.
I feel like it seems like he's so sheltered, like he's never been to a grocery store before. Am I crazy? Or does it unironically seem like my man has never been inside of a grocery store before? Like, it's crazy. They got groceries in the store.
Now, Russia is famous for its bread, which is one thing I can assess pretty well. The low-carb lifestyle has not swept Russia. Thank heaven, because look at that. It's fresh, too. Look at that.
Famously, American stores don't have what this is, what we're looking at here. It's called bread. It's because the homosexual Marxists have made it illegal to consume bread products.
That. Oh, come on. Unicorn and mini mills. All right. Some kind of Russian wheat cookies. Ooh, we need coffee, don't we? Yeah. I don't know if this is sugar or flour, to be honest with you, but it looks like a staple, so we should get it. It's a very good looking package. It's got to be flour, right? And this is Russian wine. It's from Crimea, which not only has the warm water naval base, but also is the source of most of the grapes in this part of Russia for wine. So it's apparently pretty good. Cheese puffs. You check out of a grocery store and you've got gum, razor blades, and candy. Actually, they hide the razor blades because we steal them. But these are all seem to be Western products. Mars, Twix, Snickers, Milky Way, Bounty, Gillette, Paul's Cough Drops, Mentos. Looks pretty non-sanctioned to me, but what do I know?
Damn, bro, he's snitching. Yo, chill. Chill, dog. Why are you snitching on the fucking poor Russian motherfuckers that want to have a Snickers bar sometimes? Like, goddamn, dude. This man out here dry snitching, dude. CIA man never changes. Yo, seriously, bro. Let the fucking dudes. It ain't their fault. They didn't fucking invade Russia. Vladimir Putin did, you know? Let the fucking Russians staying at home, eat Snickers every now and then.
I went from amused to legitimately angry. So we were guessing what this would cost.
Invade Ukraine, obviously.
Everybody hears from the United States buys groceries, and we didn't pay any attention to costs as we were just putting in the cart what we would actually eat over a week. And we all came in around $400, about $400. It was $104 US here. And that's when you start to realize that ideology maybe doesn't matter as much as you thought. Corrupt.
Bro, what are you saying? That's so crazy that he just, dude, are you fucking on crack? Did you just point to Russian grocery prices as a good thing that we must have in America? This motherfucker, I don't want to be like I don't want to, I don't want to be like one of those guys on Twitter that you hear all the time, or like, actually, what you are describing is deflation. Okay. But it's so weird. Like, do you know what the wages look like in Russia, my boy? What the fuck are you saying? Bro, he's literally like those lifestyle influencers that go to Bali, right? And they're like, hey guys, here's what I do as a work from home Instagram model. I moved to Bali. And for $100, I live in a chateau with slaves. And it's like, yeah, no dog. It's a much poorer country. The fuck do you mean? Moscow average wage is apparently 125,000 ruble. If what he bought is a week of groceries, spending 1/3 of his wage on groceries.
Corruption. If you take people's standard of living and you tank it through filth and crime and inflation, and they literally can't buy the groceries they want, at that point, maybe it matters less what you say or whether you're a good person or a bad person. You're wrecking people.
The average monthly salary in Russia is like $750 or so. 4 weeks of this will be over $400, barely affordable with other monthly costs.
Lives in their country, and that's what our leaders have done to us. And coming to a Russian grocery store, the heart of evil, and seeing what things cost and how people live, it will radicalize you against our leaders. That's how I feel anyway.
Dude, what is happening? That's so weird. Isn't he supposed to be like pro-America? I'm actually kind of confused by this.
Just looking at the prices of different products and the cost of living index of different cities is a very stupid way of analyzing which city has the best quality of life. For example, according to the cost of living index by The Economist, the most expensive cities of the world are Zurich, Singapore, Geneva, New York, Hong Kong, LA, Paris, Tel Aviv, and the least expensive cities of the world is Indian cities, Pakistani cities, Syrian city, Damascus, Tehran. To really understand which cities have the best quality of life, one should look at income too, besides the prices of different products. The reason why developed countries are very expensive and developing countries are very cheap is because generally developed countries have higher workers' productivity, especially in the sectors that can trade their goods and services abroad. If a country gets better at making cars it can sell to foreigners for money, it gets richer. As income and investment flows into a country, incomes rise and prices rise across the board, even for the daily expenses like groceries, barbers, etc. This is why Paris, New York, Singapore are more expensive than Damascus and Tehran.
His metro video is much better. Oh, he did a metro video?
The ways you understand a society is through its infrastructure, the places where people gather, the places where they go to travel. If you've got a lot of people in one place, it tells you a lot about the people. So with that in mind, we're standing in front of the Kievskaya metro station, and there's a train station next to it. Now, the metro station was built by Joseph Stalin 70 years ago. And the question is, how's it doing now, after 70 years? So we went into it to take a look, and what we found shocked us. Now, that's not an endorsement of Stalin, who was bad, obviously, nor is it an endorsement of the current president, Vladimir Putin. You may not like him either. But it doesn't change the reality.
What is this music? What is this music that he's playing? He's just walking into the metro station. Like what? Why is it like he's doing like a secret covert mission? Like motherfuckers out here acting like he's Sam Fisher or some shit for walking into the metro? What?
Of what we saw, or more precisely, didn't see. There's no graffiti, there's no filth, there are no foul smells, there are no bums or drug addicts or rapists or people waiting to push you onto the train tracks and kill you. No.
That's cute though. That's like a cute little mouse. That's a cute ass rat, dude. Let the rat eat his fucking churros, man. Chill.
It's perfectly clean and orderly. And how do you explain that? We're not even going to guess. That's not our job. We're only going to ask the question. And if your response is to shout at us slogans dumber than the slogans we used to call Soviet and mock, that's not really an answer.
There's nothing I despise more than a libertarian, reactionary piece of shit going to a country with like good foundations as far as like public transit goes, directly as a consequence of the USSR, mind you, and then simultaneously coming back to America and continuing his endless endeavors against public transit. It's like, you're such a bad person, dude. You're a piece of shit. He's literally doing what Stalin intended with the metro, broadcast Moscow wealth and infrastructure to show Russia strong. Lamau. How are you going to say that like public transit is gross and disgusting in America and not, by the way, also simultaneously talking about like how there's no crime or homeless people in Russia is also, once again, I have to repeat this. There is definitely crime and homelessness in Russia. What the is he saying? Anyway.
How does Russia, a country we're told is a gas station with nuclear weapons, have a subway station that normal people use to get to work and home every single day that's nicer than anything in our country? We're not going to speculate. We're just going to raise the question and wait for someone in charge to give us an answer. What is the answer? So we'll stop the lecture and let you take a look for yourself at what the Kievskaya metro station in Moscow, Russia looks like today, February 2024, in the middle of a war. Here it is.
This is beautiful. I'm so mad at him. He is not worthy. He is not worthy of gracing like one of the most incredible achievements of the USSR. You fucking piece of shit. You reactionary monster. You don't get to fucking glorify the phenomenal. You don't get to glorify the phenomenal achievements while simultaneously shitting on fucking America doing anything of the sort. Gross. Disgusting. I'm dying. He's literally showing, oh my God, he's showing fucking USSR mosaic propaganda. It's crazy. It's like, this is what is happening right now. This is a video I would make. I would make this video with like the correct lessons to be learned from this, which is that we should fund the arts. We should fund public transit. It's making me so mad. Like, does he? I mean, he openly admitted, I accidentally ordered 4 blue margaritas on Hollywood Boulevard. Please come save me, Mr. Hasan. Only God can save you guys now. You're cooked. Imagine how bad he'd lose the shit if the U.S. government funded something like this in a major U.S. city. Yeah. Also, here's another fun fact. Okay. A lot of the Soviet propaganda also featured like, because the USSR was massive and had so many different ethnicities, even though there was Russification initiatives, like if America made the equivalent of this kind of propaganda poster and put it inside of a metro, Tucker Carlson would literally talk about it for 8 fucking episodes, being like, why are they putting gay people on propaganda posters? Why is there a black person in the propaganda poster? What's going on? Why is America so woke now? Why is it that the only thing we care about is wokeness in this country? Does this piece of art need to exist inside of a metro station? Do we have to constantly be reminded of the fact that there are black people in the country living alongside us? You know what I mean? It's like, dude, you can't, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? This is literally DEI woke shit that the USSR was doing. It's so dumb. It's like a lot of Soviet art and a lot of Soviet propaganda was like this. Now, of course, he's also showing Russia's nicest metro stations that they've compared to photos of our own worst ones. It's such fake rage bait bullshit. This passes Tucker's Bechdel test because the black guy's in the background. Yeah, I think that's why. It's fine. At least they put the black guy in the background and not in the foreground, even though there are plenty of posters from the USSR era with black people in the foreground as well. or in the front. I'm in awe of this guy being like, look at look at the incredible metro station that was built in Soviet Russia, okay, in the USSR. But don't make any inferences to anything beyond that. By the way, they put in the middle Ukrainian guy in a Vishivanka. It's just annoying. It's annoying to me because, like, modern Russia didn't build this. Capitalist Russia did not build this. Capitalist Russia, as a matter of fact, barely sustains it. Okay? That shit sucks. It makes me mad. It makes me so mad. Also, maybe it's not a surprise to many of you in here, but like the Ukrainian Kiev metro station also looks like this. I wonder why. Once again, it's literally the skeletons of, it's like how FDR and his New Deal built a pretty solid foundation for American society to thrive off of, that we still benefit from to this fucking day. Like a little bit of central planning goes such a long goddamn way, dude. And to be fair, we haven't ever stopped central planning. We just changed who we care about in said central planning.
From Tucker's interview with Putin, we cannot really tell if Tucker was given an option to freely travel across Moscow or not. Now, officially, Moscow does not have any slums, but tourist books advises people to avoid certain areas. According to Radio Free Europe, 1.6 million Russians live in 110,000 buildings declared as slums. Tucker Carlson did not tell us this fact. Many people have criticized Tucker Carlson for painting a very bright picture of Russia by looking at and showing his viewers very specific parts of Russia. A better way to compare the quality of life between Russia and United States would be to look at the life expectancy. In 2019, Russia's life expectancy was 73.7 years and USA life expectancy was 78.5 years. According to Human Development Index, Russia's rank is 52nd and America's rank is 21st for the year 2021. After the dissolution of Soviet Union, shock therapy completely destroyed Russia's economy. Russia engaged in massive and rapid privatization after the fall of Soviet Union in 1991. Yeltsin administration decided that a program known as shock therapy, rapidly unleashing market forces, was the way to electrocute the old Soviet system and jolt Russia into embracing capitalism. American advisors and global creditors, especially the IMF, played a notable role advocating for shock therapy. As the Soviet economy collapsed, this policy ended up unleashing hyperinflation. By 1994, consumer prices in Russia would skyrocket to almost 2,000 times what they had been in 1990. That candy bar that had cost $1 now cost $2,000. Hyperinflation devastated ordinary Russians. Russia's GDP also decreased rapidly after applying shock therapy. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. And thanks for watching.